Hello everybody, my name is Dude and welcome back to Asagao Academy! JX! Seriously, that's what it says on the save screen. See? This is day X. I don't know why. Everything else is numbered. Not even numbered, like... Did they switch to Roman numerals in the newer versions and they just never, like, translated it when you export the save over? Whatever. Despite a slight confrontation last night, I was as peppy as usual the next day. It seemed like there was no reason for me to worry, but that didn't mean I didn't. The bell rang and class started. Miss Shizuka wrote origami flowers on the board in an ornate script, then turned to glare at the class.
Class?
Class? Who stole my cocaine stick? It's in your hand, Miss Shizuka. Oh, right. Okay, fine. The flower festival is only a few days away. It's time again to start folding flowers to sell for the school. We do this every year, guys. I don't want to hear any groans. You're free to write me an essay on the importance of these funds for the school if you'd rather not participate. Yes, few students rolled their eyes, but I smiled. It sounded like fun, and I hadn't folded origami in years. I haven't either. I think the last time I attempted that was like when I was 8. And I did not do well. I'm not that good with my hands, despite being a video gamer. I'm handing out practice sheets because I know how bad you guys are at origami. I'm only gonna teach you once, so pay attention. That is... I have problems with that notion. I could still be paying attention, but if I don't have like a video of some way to like repeat the thing that's happening, then no. In fact, I think that's how people should be taught. Like, you're shown, and then you try, and you ask for reference, and then you try again, and then you get good at it. That's how you get good at something. Why is this not standard? Shizuka returned to the front of the class, picking an ornate green paper. As she instructed the class, I realized that they were the most basic version of origami flowers. I was already familiar with them. I folded my practice paper with ease while Shizuka roamed the room, helping the students who struggled to follow along. Oh, this is the... These creases are weak! Kindergartners could do better than this. Hell, my ex could do better than this. Miss Shizuka, get the fuck out! You're not allowed to teach anymore. I don't care that you're pissed about your ex and that you have cocaine in your hand. You get out of your shit. Sadness passed across Miss Shizuka's face. She turned to the boy next to her and slammed her hand on his desk. You need to be better. Be better for everyone's sake. The fuck? Seems quite a few students were having trouble. Well, shit, you got a teacher who's just being an asshole. No one needs that shit. No one. I went to the front of the class to get some new paper, passing John on the way back to my seat. His paper caught my eye. Folded this the wrong way. The flower's going to be narrow if you keep going. I'll be honest with you, Hana. I have no idea what I'm doing. Help me. Sure. I mean, I'm probably the only one here who's not shit at it, including the teacher. Well, I'm probably better at teaching than the teacher, so maybe I should be doing that, huh? Super Dude! Pink Hat Dude to the rescue! He kind of looked like he was about to cry. I knelt by his desk, unfolding and refolding his paper. This looks perfect. You're so good at origami. Did you have to make flowers at your old school, too? No, I used to make them origami a lot when I was younger. I guess muscle memory just kicked in. Thanks, though.
Really?
Really? What an odd skill to have. It's not that odd. I mean, it's... Please. Unclasped a hand around my wrist. Stay with me. Help me. Sure if you need it?
Yeah!
Knew I could count on you. Thank you, Hana. You're a goddess. I don't know about that, but thank you. I feel pretty. I spent the entire rest of the class period slowly doling out lessons to John and PBG. I offered to help Shane, but he turned away from me, instead watching over John's shoulder. There's a bit of spit on my monitor. There we go. Done. I kept my movements large and exaggerated so he could see too. It was nice to feel useful. It was also nice to be a better teacher than our teacher who's paid to do this job. Unless she's underpaid, then I feel sorry for her. And that's a bad thing. Pay your teachers. If you happen to be like, I don't know, a principal of a place or something, pay them better. Pay them fucking better. Yeah, you. Watching you. Not you. Yeah, whatever. When class was over, I headed back to the dorms with Mai. We had a long night ahead of us, filled with homework and the possible reward of chocolate ice cream should we finish on time. Ooh! Before I got far, someone called my name.
Hana!
Oh, hi, Jeff. Is everything okay? Hey, the Normal Boots Club has a meeting today and PBG forgot to take his soccer uniform with him. He held up a blue and gold uniform. He won't have much time to change before practice if he doesn't have this, and I have to run down to the field. Can you take it for me? Of course we can. Sure! I don't mind. I grabbed the uniform from Jeff. Awesome, thanks. Well, you have fun with the thing, and I'll probably give this to PBG before Mai sniffs it, I guess. Finally, a chance to see Jared in his element. Come on, Hana, we've gotta hurry. Was I wrong about the sniffing thing? Was I not wrong about the sniffing thing? Oh god. Crying party. I think I recognized this before, but like the crying party sign. Let's see. This Sunday, Primrose House, room 202 or 282. I can't read that, but like, bring your own tissues. Sad girl. Oh no. I will bring no tissues, but I will bring ice cream and hugs. That sounds like a better thing, in my opinion. I don't know. We approached the Normal Boots Club room, hearts thumping nervously. At least I assumed Mai's was, judging by the way she was fidgeting like a hummingbird on acid it was. She's nervous about meeting Jared. And I mean, if that were Jared's uniform, I don't think he'd see it ever again. We stepped up to the door, and we were about to knock when I heard my name on someone's lips. Hana. I froze and turned to Mai. Her face was lit, and she pressed a finger to her lips. She leaned in closer to the door, and I followed suit. Dude, I think it's fine. What do you think she's gonna do to us? You need to calm down.
Oh.
But it's so pink. No one has hair like... What? People can't choose their hair color, Shane. It's a really poor reason to judge someone. Shane's being judgmental? What? I know, but I don't trust people with pink hair. You know there's more to it than just the color, don't deny it. Weird things always happen around people with pink hair. Sure, but they're not dangerous. Aren't they? Well, now I'm just glad I broke into the fucking room. Shit. Pissed him off. My heart sank. I stepped away from the door, unwilling to hear more. Hana. I held up my hand and shook my head. Just when I thought I was beginning to win Shane over. Is this how he truly felt about me? I'm heading back. But I stepped past her, walking as quickly as I could back to the dorms. Luckily, I didn't pass anyone on my way back. I didn't think I could manage small talk without bursting into tears after what happened. Yeah, understandable. I mean, I'm evil enough to prove a point by, like, throwing the suit thing at PBG and then running the fuck off. Or telling him off, rather. Fucking tell that son of a bitch off. Well, the game version of him, not real Shane. I'm sure real Shane's nice. I kicked off my shoes and went to set my backpack down by my desk, passing the mirror. I paused as I did so, turning to the mirror, evaluating myself on a whole new level. So much grief. My hair caused me so much grief over the course of my life. Now, for some reasons, Shane thought I was suspicious. Why? Why? Like, what is wrong with having pink hair? Natural pink hair at that. Like, fuck. I mean, pink isn't a natural color, but apparently in this universe it isn't. It's totally fine, but fuck. I smoothed my hair with my hands, the shortness of it catching me by surprise. It was shorter. It was softer when it was longer. With a sigh, I turned away and collapsed onto my bed, hugging Mr. Bunny to my chest. Should I dye my hair, Mr. Bunny? I raised him up, staring into his glassy eyes. Yeah, you're right. What did he say? Did he say no? Did he say ask again later? What? I have to know what Mr. Bunny said. The audience has to know! I could have slammed my desk harder. Why didn't I do that? There you go. That's what happens when I slam my desk, because I got a little, like, fun little microphone thing. It's a shock mount. I can slam on my desk and it won't do much. Anyway, rolled onto my desk, squeezing Mr. Bunny to my chest. Satch said it himself. You don't choose your natural hair color. Oh, okay. Mr. Bunny was small against me, and I smiled at him. At least he still liked me. Right? Right? Mr. Bunny liked me, right? Take some water. Talking too much. Shaking my head, I went back to my desk. I had better things to do than mope. We also had something to bring back to him. You're still studying, Hana? I took my headphones out of my ears and turned to mine. Our plans for that evening were postponed, and I silently thanked her for not pushing me to keep to them. I wasn't in the mood anymore. Yeah, it's only been a few hours. I haven't moved since I left the room last. She climbed her bed and dangled her hands off the side. Please take a break, okay? I have been meaning to return to the book I checked out. It was overdue and I had to do it at some point. I was going to do it today, but after what happened, it was the last thing I wanted. That didn't make it any less overdue, though. Go do that. Give me a dinner afterwards. If you're gonna spend the rest of your life studying, at least be nutritionalized. You could just say, eat food. Or I will shove it down your throat. That'd have been funnier. I stretched bending backwards to apologize to my back for the hours of arching over a desk. I would have a hunchback by the end of my school career, I was sure. I'd probably be working at a bell tower. Pressing a button, playing Counter-Strike. Yeah? You're right, I'll go. See you at dinner. Are we gonna run into Shane? And get apologized because I would think Mai would, like, yell at him for it? Maybe I don't know. I don't know how far Mai would go. I'd go pretty far, as said. It was pretty late when I got to the library. No one came at this time unless it was there was a term paper due. Since it was still relatively early in the year, the room was barren. Except for Satch, maybe, who was working at the desk. Satch, as I expected, but he was joined by PBG and Paul. As soon as I saw them, I turned around, trying to walk back out, but...
Hana.
Hey, Hana. Unfortunately, my hair also made me stick out like a sore thumb. I reluctantly joined them at the counter.
What's going on?
Well, what's up? Not much. I'm taking a study break to return the book I checked out. Did we read it? I forget. I took the book out of my bag and handed it to Satch. That book. Can't help but notice you're reading The Princess Betrothed. It's good, isn't it? Yeah. Never would have read it without Satch's suggestion, so I had to thank him. Thank you, Satch! He nodded and put the book on the to-be-sorted shelf. No problem. I don't work in the library for nothing. I have another suggestion for you if you need one. No thanks. I want to get back to the dorms. Oh, come on. It's almost dinner. Let him check out this great book for you. Then we can all go to the cafeteria together. That's the problem, but okay, fine, whatever. Don't want to add to the drama, but, like, de-stress from the drama that happened just earlier, and then we'll see you tomorrow, but okay, fine. That was the last thing I wanted to do, but I was really bad at showing people that I didn't want to talk. You could just say I'd rather not. To the fiction section! Dude, put a Batman transition up. We set off through the library on an epic quest for adventure and fortune. My mind raced, trying to think of a good excuse so I didn't have to follow them to the cafeteria. Here it is, the Banana Club. What? What? Is that, my mind just met the gutter so hard right now. What? What is this? What is this? What is this book? I guess I won't find... Now, I know it sounds stupid, looks kind of stupid, honestly, but trust me, one of the most moving books I've ever read. Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of moving going on there, if you know what I mean. The ending crushed me. Oh, did it now? Oh, did it? Did it crush your butt? Put a fist to his mouth and blinked rapidly. Don't cry now, Satch. I'm gonna stop before I spoil everything. I think the name and the fact that it crushed you kind of spoiled it anyway. But okay. He handed the book to me and I gazed blankly at the cover. Thanks, Satch. I'll read. And, Hana? Yeah? You alright? You don't look very well. I wasn't really, but of course there was no way I was going to tell Satch that I eavesdropped on the conversation. I am, just feeling a bit under the weather. I conjured a fake cough. mean, you could just say, like, stress. That's school stress. That's an excuse. That's a valid excuse. And it's not entirely wrong, too. I mean, there is stress, and it was caused by somebody at school. There you go. It's a lie without being a lie. I think I'm gonna skip out on dinner, too. I'm not feeling well enough. There we go. Satch narrowed his eyes and nodded. If you say so. Still want to read this book? Yes, I do. Your suggestions haven't failed me so far. There's only one for one. Or maybe more, I don't know. I don't know their lives. Maybe there was more to it. When we got back, PBG and Paul were off to the other side of the room. Paul waving a book vehemently at PBG. Satch stepped behind the counter and grabbed my book. Now, if something's bothering you, or you're still getting used to the school, we're all here for you to talk to. Except for Shane! Transfers have it hardest around here, and everyone knows that. I nodded. He passed the book to me, and I put it in my backpack. Hana just seems to have it harder. Because, Shane, pink hair, that sort of thing. Why would you make fun of someone with pink hair? I don't get it. Don't do that, people. Don't do that. That's not cool. I don't appreciate. You shouldn't appreciate, mate. Just don't be a stranger, alright? I won't. Thanks, Satch. I'll see you tomorrow. I want to hug Hana now. I really want to hug Hana now. Like, she needs it badly. Terribly. I waved goodbye to him and made my way back to the dorm. Somehow, Satch always knew when I was upset and how to make me feel better. That's a good thing. It helped that Paul and PBG weren't acting any different to me than normal, either. Maybe it really was just Shane with the problem. Whatever problem that was. He's prejudiced against your hair, Hana. I looked up. John was standing just in front of my desk, eyes glittering.
Hey!
Yes? What? John, what? Did you just eck? Why are you ecking me? I need you in my play. Please, Hana? Ech!
What?
You said that in one ech. Eh? John grabbed my shoulders, his arm shaking so much I felt it was like I was vibrating. The drama club! Our play is here! Going Romeo and Juliet! Oh wait, no, it's not John saying, so whatever. I've been thinking about it for so long, I couldn't have just anyone. And I wasn't finding someone who could fit my particular needs, but then you come along. I've been watching you. I'm sure you can do it. Please, Hana, I need you, only you. Did he want me to be Juliet? At least come see what I've been working on. Please, Hana. Oh, come and see, I guess. There we go. Now all is right with the world.
Yeah!
Oh, Hana, thank you so much. You're darling. What? What? Was that English? John flung his arms around my neck, then just as quickly let go. I glanced away to hide my face. Sure, I was turning pink. As pink as your hair? And your whole head's pink. And that'd just be funny. The one time that would actually be funny in this situation is, like, you still can't help your natural hair color. Awesome, it'll be great. Maybe after school in the theater. I got everything prepared for you. Cool. Are we gonna be Romeo? I mean, she thinks we're gonna be Juliet, but I think we're gonna be Romeo. We're gonna be fucking awesome Romeo. We got no boobs, it'll be fine. Now that's settled. Come on, Hana, let's go to lunch. That sounded like a bad idea. He hustled out of the room with a bird-like grace. Well, he's got a birds. He is a bird person. That does make sense. I stared after him. It was like a whirlwind just left. He honestly reminded me a lot of mine. Hey. You coming, Hana? He poked his head around the corner. Yeah, sure, it's fine. You might have been spending too much time with that bird. Hello, Ed. It's fine. Man, the test today was brutal. I totally bombed it. I failed miserably. PBG held up his paper. There's a big red F at the top. John winced and slowly raised his own failed exam. The two laughed and high-fived. Well, that's good. It's not a big deal. I'll just retake it later. I had way better things to do than study. I never thought I'd pass. Gerard and I did wonderfully. Most of our homeroom did. Maybe your teacher teaches differently? Nope, got an 89, so it's not Miss Shizuka. These two are just massive idiots. nodded. I didn't feel like admitting to my 93, not after seeing how badly John and PBG did.
Awesome!
It's awesome, Shane. It's like your mind is just made for facts. You totally deserve it. Did you get your 97 raise, Gerard? It's not like you at all, Gerard. Gerard laughed sheepishly.
Completed.
Yeah, I got my 100. To be fair, I would have gotten 100 like normal, but one of the questions could be answered in 2 ways. I told the teacher and he changed my score accordingly. I think you got a couple points too, Satch. You have to have that 100, didn't you? Did you get a completion bonus?
Huh.
I get to take a lot of crap from you guys. It's more than enough to make it worth it. Well, the completionist lives up to his name in this. I smiled alongside them, still feeling somewhat out of my element. Shane's comments hung over my head even now, but I didn't think there was much I could do about it. Not really. Unless you, like, come out to him privately and, like, I was going to give something to PBG, but then I heard you talking about me, and then I wanted to, like, not interrupt or something, so I was like, yeah. Before class, I quickly filled my in on John's proposition. I'm kind of worried about it.
What?
Are you kidding, Hana? He wants you to be Juliet. So? He'll be Romeo. No, probably not. He's totally hitting on you.
I don't know.
I'm really not an actress. I'm bad at the limelight. You can always try YouTube. I'm bad at the limelight too, but it's easy and you get to be yourself and stuff. There's no way he wouldn't have noticed that. And I doubt he's hitting on me either. Hana, get a grip on yourself. Maybe he just needs someone who's shy to be Juliet, which makes sense then. Or maybe you're better at acting than you think, Missy! Don't know until you try, bitch! I'm kidding about the bitch part. So don't cry. Please, don't cry. You're one of the nicest people I've ever met. Any guy would be lucky to have you. That is true. That's why you're my best friend. I mean, why else would he make such a big deal out of it? He did seem upset. He might have a point. John is Romeo and me is Juliet. It's probably not how it's gonna go. It was corny, but kinda cute. Visions of myself and John in period clothes sweeping across a stage floated through my mind. He is not Romeo. Just calling that out now. I mean, why would the director be in the play? Or something, maybe, I don't know. He's got directing to do. Doesn't he? Unless he was one of the lead roles looking for more people to play the thing, even though it's... Why would you... Spotlight glistening in his hair. He leans in towards me. On guard! No! Ah! Romeo, my love! Juliet. This isn't how the story was supposed to go. Romeo. Ah! Whoa, what's wrong? Nothing. Sorry, is class over? Yeah, you're going to the theater, right? After that daydream, it was hardly like I had a choice.
Bye-bye.
See you at the dorms.
Bye.
Bye! Oh god, I need water. Okay. It's okay, Hana. You can do this. The theater is here, right? Yes. Theater indeed. Ew. Hurts throat to talk so much. The door opened into a gorgeous room with bright red lights. Right seats, my bad. John was down on the stage, his arms flung to the ceiling. Doth thou protestations relinquish mine famine? Nay. 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 Nay! Jacques, you have to say it with a little more intensity. Don't you want to be famous? Nay. Why, you little... Excuse me?
Hana!
Hana! His voice shot up several octaves. Come in, come in, come in. He leaped up to the stairs, grabbed me by the hand, and pulled me into the room. I wasn't sure you were gonna come. Thank you so much, Hana. You were really the only person I could trust to do this. About that, John. I don't know about this. I'm really not an actress. There's no way I could be Juliet. Hmm? You stopped pulling me. You said anything about Juliet. Didn't you?
No.
No? That wasn't the part you wanted me to talk to me about? Oh no, of course not. You're right, you're not suited for Juliet at all. Ouch. You're in backstage, returning with a large inflatable bag. So they wanted you to be... Drumroll please, Jacques. Shit! Toss the bag on the stage. Crumpled plastic unraveled, revealing a tree. A tree. You're perfect for the part. You're so quiet, shy and quiet, and you have an impressive ability to stand still for long periods of time. The other day in class, you stared into space for almost 20 minutes straight and didn't move a muscle. Oh. Of course. Why do you want me to play a lead role? It was obvious I wasn't cut out for that kind of thing. I need to play Romeo to my Juliet. How ludicrous. Oh, what's wrong? Of course I wouldn't be able to play Juliet. No one could think I could do that. Well, it's not that you can't. John wasn't trying to be mean, he just didn't seem to get that it was insulting. I'll think about it, okay? I think I'm gonna go for now. You say so. Shit! Fat finger! Stop clicking the right! Be sure to give me your answer soon. I'm so ready for this. It's gonna be the best play yet. Especially with Jacques as our Juliet. What? I love you. What? Goodbye, John.
See you later.
Bye, John. How awful was that? I mean, that's totally awful. I would have given her Romeo. Just to, like, put a twist on it and still have, like, a lead role and stuff. But, fuck. Could at least have a female extra or something. Not a lead role. Doesn't need to be a lead role. Fuck. Don't give me the tree part. Shut the door to the dorm room, wanting nothing more than to collapse onto my bed.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Hana. I was lying in her bunk upside down, her red hair spilling over to the side. Something glistened in her hands. What are you doing? Cutting out little blossoms, see? She held a pink cherry blossom to the ceiling. So your senpai will notice you. What are you even talking about? You know, senpai always notices the girl when she's outside, surrounded by a shower of cherry blossom petals, the wind blowing in her hair.
Bingo.
There's no wind at this school. All there is fire. We're literally trapped here in a wall of fire. We can't leave. In fact, it's so bright outside. See? It's so bright outside. There's just death. It's just nothing but death. We can't leave until the school year ends. The guy will definitely notice you with these. A flash of anger ripped through me. Why don't you just save them for yourself? Jared will never notice you without them. Oh. Turned on my heel and stalked out of the dorm room. Because of stuff like that I thought John was trying to... No, it was stupid of me to imagine it could happen in the first place. Oh boy. We're pissed. I stepped out of the front of the Poppy Hall, the crisp evening air wafting against my face and cooling my skin. The one time the fire is out for maintenance. Okay. A faint tinge of smoke threaded its way into my hair. Oh, it's okay, the fire's back, I suppose. Reminding me of days spent cooking with my father. How stupid. I headed for the field, my stomach sinking with every step. I shouldn't have snapped at Mai. None of this was her fault. At least she was being nice to me. I said that awful thing to her. She's never gonna want to be my friend again. I doubt that. I mean, you turn around now and, like, apologize or something, I'm sure it'd be fine, but you need a moment, so we'll leave it at that. Like, just go apologize after the moment's over. I'm sure she'll understand. Stress and the whole, like, Shane thing, I would understand. Fuck. Sure, you guys would understand, too! Stopped at a tree and leaned against it. The sun was rapidly setting, the night air growing colder and colder, the fire starting to grow a little bit outside the school walls. Although I was shivering, I didn't want to go back inside. There was no way I could face Mai after what happened. What a terrible person I was. I sat down and hugged my knees, pressing my head into my arms. I stayed that way for a long time, trying not to pay attention to what was going through my head. The wind picked up, the roaring past me and whipping my hair as against my skin. It was so loud, I didn't hear the footsteps until they were right next to me. I looked up. Who is it? Oh. Hi, Mai. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped at you. I was just upset because I thought John wanted me to be Juliet, but it turns out he wants me to be a tree. Shouldn't have cared so much about it. Really just an awful person. I let out a peal of laughter. Really? John, he doesn't mean anything by it. That is something he would do. He's nice, but he can be a bit clueless sometimes. She sat next to me and wrapped an arm around my shoulders. Together we huddled against the rough bark of an oak tree, somewhat sheltered from the wind. Remember what Shane said about my hair. His arm tightened around me. Been on edge ever since. I don't know how to face them, even when they're being nice. I'm so afraid they hate me. Sorry I'm such a coward. Well, it's okay. We're all cowards sometimes. Yeah, this is true. Maybe we should just approach our problems directly instead of coming at them from the side with flowers and friendship. You want to join the Normal Boots Club, don't you? Yes. Well, I want to date Jared. Neither of these will happen if we keep avoiding the stuff that makes us nervous. This is true. Want something? We should go get it. We shouldn't... Look, just because we're used to waiting for things to happen for us doesn't mean that they're always going to happen if we're just patient enough. Hana, if you want to join the Normal Boots Club, you have to keep moving forward. Strongly, without fear. With your face ahead of you, ramming speed forward. You're gonna get hurt a little bit, but you gotta do it. Without looking back, right? Yeah. The same goes for you, Mai. Yeah, it does. I rested my head on my shoulder. Thankful that she was taller than my paltry 5'2". She lay her head on top of my own.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try harder. Nothing good came of me avoiding my problems and being a coward. Can't keep running away, or else eventually, I'm going to run out of places to go. Then I'll break. Really want to make a new life at Asagao, I have to try.
Seriously.
And be my best self. And be myself. I'm gonna actually try. Who knows? Maybe Shane will warm up to me eventually. I pulled me closer into a hug.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. Yeah. Good on you. What do you say we get inside? It's freezing, and the firewall's about up. Maybe we should run through. Yes, and thank you, Mai. Friendship has happened, and hugs have happened. Yay. Let's go. Let's go back to the dorm room and sleep or something in a not hot/cold place. Okay. Save over here. DayZ. What? Why? DayZ? Are we playing DayZ? That's not a timer game, though. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe for more. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I get a T-Cower, Shro, and love you up for supporting me on Patreon this month, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Okay, cupcake? Let's just... No! 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 No, 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 no! No, 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 no! I have seen enough of this game to know where that's going. Oh, God. Ah! No! Shit. I'm dead.